bass guitar, simmer down and mess me up.
Testing, testing.
Oh, wait.
Anyone there?
You have the
Hello,
wrong
hello.
overlay.
Yeah.
You have the old one.
Yeah. Oh shoot! I got the old one. Is this better?
Yeah, it's the old one.
Yo. What is up,
banger.
everybody?
What's up?
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Y'all know what time it is. We back for another episode of the Slaine and Slicer. The Slicer and Slaine show. Let's go, bro. Y'all already know who it is. It's Tuesday. It's time for y'all favorite what's the fucking what the hell I say? The most inconsistent, consistent podcast.
I mean, hey, we're busy people. Let me see you like in the chat. Let me see you start a podcast. Then tell me, tell us how we cancel so much.
That's crazy. All right, we got an absolute fire episode coming up though. We're gonna be trying out a different format. It's gonna be a little bit of a shorter show. We're gonna try to we're taking some feedback, so we're gonna try it out a little different this week. But this week we got an absolutely amazing guest, some guy that we've known for quite some time. He probably needs no introduction for y'all in the chat. We got our man Cruz joining us on the show. Go ahead and shout out to the people, man.
Yo, what's going on? I'm happy to be here. When Slicer asked me if I wanted to be on, I was so honored. So I love what you guys do. I love watching you guys on Tuesdays. So
It was 100% my idea. Slicer stole all my fire.
I let Cruz know. He knows. He knows.
yeah, he did.
Yeah, Slicer definitely stole my fire. I was gonna hit him with the young smash invitation with the sealed notary letter. You're invited to the podcast.
That'd be sick.
But nevertheless, so Cruz, who are you? What do you do? Tell the people who you are.
My name is Michael Cruz. I just started streaming on Twitch 3 weeks ago. I'm a full-time student at San Diego State. I'm 21 years old, and I think that's pretty much what I'm about right now. You know, I just got out of school actually, so.
Yeah, you just finished finals, right? Let's go.
Passed all my classes, easy.
Dang, that's what you love to hear.
You're graduated?
No, I have one more year left. One more year.
Oh, okay. Sweet. What are you studying?
I'm studying communications right now. So hopefully that helps me when I stream, I guess.
Yeah, I'm with it. Are you studying like communications, like IT wise, or like people?
I think people, like overall, just communicating in general in the real world and stuff.
Okay, yeah, sick, man. Well, because we always wish the best on our people, and just let me know when graduation is, because I'll be front row with a big ass sign and all my people.
For sure.
Thank you.
I wanted to give a quick shout out to Blitz. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for joining the Slicer Squad.
Let's go, Blitz. Oh, Scott, we asked Scott to be on the show. How's that blaming you for that one? We got.
I think he means another podcast.
To a podcast. Okay. Well, GGs, they suck. That's how you watch ours.
Yeah. We're gonna send out more invitations soon. So if you get a letter, it might be from Smash or it might be from us. Guys. Like I said, Cruz is our guest for tonight. And as usual, if you're over 21, Cruz just turned 21. But in the chat, if you're over 21, please grab a drink. Drink with us. I got some Trulies here tonight. Slaine usually has the vodka, but not today, I guess.
Nah, I'm not drinking tonight. I got I ain't even gonna hold you. I just ain't got no alcohol. All right, we dry.
Let me give you the ASMR right here.
We couldn't even hear it. You hold.
Oh, maybe the next one. Maybe the next one. My bad.
That was so funny.
Or maybe my mic is so good. I don't know.
Yeah, your voice gate was just too low.
Solid.
But so like I said, you know who Cruz is. You don't need to give us another reminder. But let's get to number one. So let me get Slaine's opinion first. So Slaine, would your childhood self be proud of who you are now?
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I think I'm exactly who I wanted to be growing up, and I still have a lot of ways to go, but I've definitely made enough progress. So pretty much, I think I've said this on a previous show, but my main goal in life is to be a better man than my father. And not that I hold anything against my father. He was an amazing man, and he was I was one of the few black children fortunate enough to have my father in my life. So it's not that he was a bad father. He was an amazing man. I just want to be better. So if I can be a better man than my father through my own eyes. That's my goal in life. That's why I try so hard. That's why I do what I do. But childhood me would be so proud of me because I went through some shit in my childhood, man. Like a lot of the stuff that I went through in my childhood that I said I was ridiculed for, or I just didn't know certain things, or even like when it comes to like popular culture now, like anime and painting your fingernails, doing your hair, having good skin, like self care, all of these things that are just really popular now. I was doing this stuff like when I was a kid, and it wasn't popular then, so people used to make fun of me and bully me for it. So now I can do all this shit, and I'm an adult. I got my own money, my own free time, and my own freedoms, and it's popular now. So my life is booming. I got no complaints.
And you love to hear it. And Blitz just gave a shout out to Cruz's long hair.
Hey.
And
Man, goals, right? I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
Yeah. Always
Uh,
definitely.
yeah,
But,
that's crazy.
what about you,
But,
Cruz?
yeah.
Or were you done, Slaine? Sorry.
No, I was gonna ask Cruz too. Even though it was only like yesterday, like how would you say, like if your childhood self could meet you now, do you think that would approve of who you are?
I think so, yeah. Just like you, I have no complaints. But I think my childhood self would be very proud of where I am today. Because as a child and as I was growing up, getting into those like teenage years, I was very like uncertain about what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I knew I didn't really want to work in an office or a cubicle. And so where I'm at right now, I'm trying to, I'm trying to chase a dream. I'm trying to be the streamer. I'm trying to be successful. And whether or not that works, I didn't want to be like talking to my grandkids and telling them, man, or like having those regrets. And so I think my childhood self would be proud of myself that I'm at least going for something like this. I'm trying to live the extraordinary life just a little bit, but to work hard to get there. So I think I didn't really think about these things as a child, but I think he'd be proud of myself.
Are you, Cruz? Are you a person who focuses on the now, on the future, or the past?
I used to really be concerned about the future. I was like, what am I going to do in 5 years? And what am I going to do now? But then I realized that, that's in the future and I can really only control what's right in front of me. So I try to live more day to day as life goes right now and just to focus on today and try to focus on tomorrow, but plan for tomorrow, but focus on tomorrow. So that's what I'm trying to do. It's easier said than done, but I'm trying.
No, yeah, that's a good mentality. What about you, Slaine? Where do you fall there?
Me, I'm more future minded. I live everything like my day to day life. Everything I have a plan. Like I wake up in the morning. The first thing I do is okay. Today is what Tuesday. I have to wake up, go to work, do my podcast, and like start. I plan for everything because I hate being taken aback by just things I couldn't account for. So pretty much like if I actually just sat down and broke it down, I could probably like explain to you like how I expect to live the next 2 years of my life,
Oh,
like
wow.
down to like my bills and shit. Yeah, playing my ass off. Look, man, look, shit happens.
Yeah.
It doesn't go according to plan. That's what I don't like. Is like I said, when shit don't go according to plan, and now I gotta just cancel my podcast to figure shit out. That's what I don't like. But for the most part, I try to plan out and live my life with a certain, frame.
Yeah. And going back to that, it's not just Slaine. I've been busy with grad school. We're planning the wedding, and that's like I feel like I just need. I'm super busy. This year is gonna be crazy for me, but hopefully next year I'll have more downtime. But yeah. But going back to the question, I was gonna say that as a kid, I was always like a realist. Like I never saw myself as an astronaut like some people do, like something crazy. I never actually really had crazy dreams like that as a kid. I just thought I literally just want to get an office job. I know a lot of people hate office jobs, whatever, but my plan was always get an office job, 9 to 5, whatever, and then after that, don't even think about your job, just enjoy life. And so far, I've been accomplishing that, and I love it because I have one of those jobs that I wanted, where I just focus on my job from 9 to 5, and then after that, I just get to. I don't even have to worry about I don't know, deadlines or like crunch time at work. Like nothing. I just focus on myself after work, and that's what I always wanted to do. And I'm glad that I work at a school, especially because working at a school is really OP. Like you guys should try it. Like We get so many days off. When I don't have any
I can't work with
students.
kids.
Oh no, these are adults actually. I work with adults.
Oh
Trying to
yeah,
get
you
out
work
of
with like
school.
adults.
18
yeah,
and
like,
up. Yeah, it's an
Okay.
adult school.
You don't teach.
No, yeah, exactly. That's why I love it. I don't even do anything. I just help enroll these students, and that's it. But I love working from home. I'm lucky that I got to keep my job after the pandemic because I know a lot of people right now are searching for jobs, and dude, that's a hassle. So Cruz, just focus on school right now. Just try to get your
Oh
degree.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
one more year.
One more year.
One more year and
Um,
I'm out.
you're gonna have a big graduation too next year.
Yeah, I think I'll get to walk. I'm not even sure where state. I think state's doing it at Petco this year, but wherever they do it, I think I'll be there as long as I don't mess it up and fail all my classes.
Oh nah, we ain't gonna allow that.
No, yeah, no.
Nah, we
Yo,
ain't allowing
Scub.
that. Nah. All of my homies is succeeding. Oh, Scub's here.
Hey,
What's up,
Scub,
man?
dude, that's a
I remember
throwback.
Scub,
What up?
the
The
DK.
DK. No,
Yeah, man, we definitely look forward to you graduating, and we definitely look forward to your Twitch career taking
Thank you.
off. You have that fire that I saw back when I first started streaming. You know, I wanted to stream every day and just
Mhm.
whatever I could plug in and turn on. You have that same inspiration. I just love seeing that.
Thank you.
It's a shame though. I haven't been able to catch any of your streams really because you stream like right in the middle
2
of
to
my
5.
my work schedule. Yeah, like
Aw, my
no,
bad.
I'll be at work. Like I think
Yeah.
you stream what like 3 to 5,
2 to
and
5, yeah.
yeah, I get off work at like 4, and then I have an hour drive home.
Aw,
So, but I was like, yeah, man, I gotta watch Cruiser stream one day, and I pop in and out from time to time. And you always do some cool shit right when I pop in. So
Yeah, this dude already found like a thing. He's doing basically he dunks for every sub. So if you guys haven't
yeah, you already
subbed,
have
that's
a
pretty
fucking
cool.
a sub thing. I didn't have a
I got
sub
that.
thing.
Got the hoop.
It's like, yeah, you already found your little sub niche. I didn't have a sub niche. I got my sub button and dipped, bro. I said, oh, I
Yeah.
got an emote. All right, I'm famous. I'm out.
Just trying to make it worthwhile because I don't know. And I have it in my room, so might as well.
Yeah, man, absolutely. So that kind of just segues into our next point is you're kind of taking off as a Twitch streamer now, and we kind of wanted to ask, like, what are some of the goals or like what are some of the future stuff you want to do with your stream as you grow?
Well, like I said, I'm trying to take it, day by day. I'm not trying to think like, oh, like what when I get to this many like viewers, I'll do this. I'm trying to take it day by day, interact with everyone who's in the chat.
Absolutely.
My main two goals before I started streaming was that I want to make people happy and I want to make people laugh. And because I love making people laugh. I was like the funny guy in high school, whatever. I love doing that. And so I was like, oh, I can play video games and I can do that. And then it made me think about when I was 15, when I started getting into the Smash scene, going to tournaments, started watching Nairo, of course. And that was like the best part of my nights. I would get home from school, take a nap, exhausted, eat dinner, and then just bam, like Nairo till I go to sleep. I was like, I like what this guy's doing. I think I could do this. I think, I could be funny. I could like hopefully engage people and interact with them and make them kind of forget about like, the bad parts of life. Because life's not easy. Even when you're in 17, you're in school, whatever, homework, whatever struggles you got. Just to make the environment in my stream just a positive one where you can just come and hang, chill, interact or not, and just, have a good time. So that's the goal. I try not to measure the success by numbers because that's it's very easy to do that, but I don't really want to do that. Whether or not I have a good stream or not, I want that to be like how I feel I did, how was I interacting. Not as much my gameplay because sometimes I'll get destroyed, whatever. So yeah, it's like
To answer Scub's question, so Cruz does Smash, right? So far, you want to
Yeah.
get into variety? Where do you want to go from there?
I think eventually, yeah. I think right now I'm doing just open arena so everyone can play. I think as I start to build that community and people will just want to watch me like play whatever. I'd like to play other games like the Pokemon game that's coming out later this year. I'd love to play that on stream whenever Breath of the Wild 2 comes out. Or like different games with chat. I don't know. I have to look into that, but like playing games with the chat, I'd love to do that. But at some point, yes.
Okay, well,
Definitely.
as you know, Slaine and I tried being a streamer in the past. Really like tried.
Turning the streaming.
Like we really didn't try.
Yeah.
But Slaine, do you have any words of encouragement? Like, what stopped you from streaming? Yeah, we've all tried. Honestly, that's what's
Words of encouragement, facts. Oh yeah, like I said, man. Hearing you talk about streaming, like I said, you have that same energy that I had, and I know exactly how you feel because it just feels so good. And I really do hope you keep that up and just keep doing what you're doing because I said those are the best streams is when you're engaging with people and it's a give and take with the
Yeah.
community. And so I've had those streams with 10 viewers and no interaction, and I've had the streams with 3 people and everyone's
Yeah.
talking. We're just having a really good time, man.
Mhm.
So yeah, keep that firepower going, man. And I say as for advice, like I said, yeah, like Scub said, pretty much the 2 biggest things are consistency and having a schedule. And take breaks. You're probably not gonna stream every single day. Do not be afraid to take breaks.
Yeah.
Just keep it consistent and stick to your schedule. And advertise everywhere on Twitter, Facebook, um, Reddit, everywhere. Even if you think no one sees it or no one like knows who you are, put it there anyway because it only takes one time for someone to just happen by and decide to check it out. So advertise everywhere, post. And so you're in pretty good with the Smash community. So like some of the other guys who stream Smash, like don't be afraid to like pop through their streams,
Yeah.
show some love. I'm saying hit them with the raid or whatever. And but then with streaming, sometimes like people they show love back. So yeah, it's gonna be work, but do not be afraid to put yourself out there. I encourage you to put yourself out there as much as possible, to and that'll help you grow.
Yeah.
Hey, shout outs to Odorisk in the
Hey.
chat. What's up, man?
Odorisk is here. Hey, let's go.
I was watching your stream today, and it's crazy what Slaine just said is completely true because 710 rated you with like 30 viewers. It was crazy. But it's all about that. It's just back and forth love from the community. That's what it's all about.
I know our community is like pretty wholesome. Like maybe not the Twitter side, but like the Twitch side, like Debo and like Ali, like all these people. I'm like, dang, it's just like good times, good vibes. So
look at the chat.
Yeah, I was just like put out like nah, man, I'm saving myself for marriage. All right,
that's cool. That's good advice, Scub, as well. And honestly, I remember the Scub streaming days. Everybody's tried. The thing that kept me from continuing with streaming is, I think, it's literally Smash. So basically, Smash Online. One thing I know it's bad. I just despise it. I hate it because I think it's my playstyle. I don't know what it is, but when I used to play Smash Online, I used to double jump and press a lot of B because I play Snake. So I would just press B constantly, and sometimes the B button like wouldn't register because of the lag.
Yeah, it definitely drops inputs.
It's crazy.
Oh, dude, ISD almost every match. It's insane.
Bro, I play Smash 4 Fox. I know.
Oh yeah.
I know all about dropped inputs, bro.
Oh my.
And
that's
honestly,
a whole another hour.
Yeah, that gets me really tilted.
Yeah.
Play Mario then.
Stop playing. You know, stop playing only Mario games.
No, I literally don't play any games. I just play Smash when I have people over. That's it. I don't know why everybody thinks that I play Mario games. I really don't. I just main Mario and Snake.
Yo, Chargers? Strikers? That's what it was. Yeah, Strikers?
Oh yeah, I mean that's a classic.
Strikers? Yeah, that's my shit.
Hey.
Let's see.
But the thing, it's not just that kept me away. So one thing was the Smash Online, but the other thing is the community. Like as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that I can't really vibe. I can't really relate to a lot of people, a lot of Zoomers now that are playing Ultimate. It's like they come into chat and they just want to beat you. Like once they beat you, they feel like, oh, I'm better than you, and then they leave. And how is that even fun for anyone? Like what? That's just a little kid mentality that I just can't relate to, and it annoys me when somebody's like, "Oh, I'm better than you," or "This person is better than this person," and they talk about online Smash, which makes it even worse because online Smash doesn't it doesn't matter. And so in my opinion, the only reason that I used to get viewers for Smash was those people who would come in, try to beat me, and then they would just leave. It wasn't people who wanted to hang out, to talk to me. It was just people who wanted to play, win, and leave, and that's why I wasn't having fun. But that's what I'm telling you. You should try to build a community, try to host tournaments, or even just, I don't know, have fun with different types of games, not just Smash. It's up to you, but that's just my advice.
Yeah, I streamed Smash for a while. I hated playing online Smash, so I went into I wanted to be a variety streamer anyway. I even do reaction streams
Okay.
sometimes where I'll watch different like FGC matches or tournaments. I've reacted to like comedy skits and stuff. It's my oh my god, I miss streaming now because my community was fire. All seven of y'all, I miss y'all. Oh damn! I quit streaming though. I didn't even quit. I stopped streaming. It's a consistency was my biggest thing. I was in the military, back then, and I couldn't always get off work at the same time to stick to a schedule. And then when I got out of the military, I ended up jobless for 3 weeks. So and then we're mid COVID. So I'll probably come back to streaming eventually. Once I do it for the first time, I'll probably fall in love with it again and
Yeah.
do it more. Let's see. Did I see your entrance in Son of My Shira? Newly? I have not. I'll probably check it out after the show.
Yeah,
Is it on your channel?
Scub is asking if you have any questions, Cruz. Like, I know we're talking a lot. Do you have any input,
Uh-huh.
or what do you think?
Yeah. I think it's interesting. You were saying that people just want to come in and beat you and leave. I've only been streaming. This is my third week today. I mean, I haven't really experienced that yet, but it's been like kind of the opposite. Like people come in to the stream like, "Yo, what's up?" and then we'll play and then we'll talk and like I don't know. I haven't really had any of the the quote unquote Zoomers that just come and they're like, "Hey, I beat you, you suck," and then they just get out. So I don't know. Maybe I got lucky. I don't know, but thankfully I haven't had to deal with that yet. I'm not sure. Maybe that'll be in the future. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. I mean, I don't really like online Smash either. But I'm taking it with a grain of salt. Like I don't really get mad when I lose as much on stream because I understand that it's online and it's lagging and stuff. So and then I had a question. You were talking about just like advertising everywhere. I feel like I'm bothering people. Like I feel like on
I
Discord
know.
when like on the self promote, I did the self promote thing on my first stream. I was like, oh, it's like first stream, whatever. But then like I don't want to do it I stream 5 days a week. I don't want to do it every stream, and like people are gonna see it, and then they'll be like, oh, like here he goes again, and he just wants, like I don't know. It just makes me feel a little weird sometimes.
No, I definitely feel that. It feels like you're bothering people, but
Mm,
like I said, as you build your community and people become more vocal towards you, you'll quickly learn that it's all love.
yeah.
Cause I did the same thing. Like I hang out in like TK Breezy. I hang out in his Discord like all day every day, and we're just so tight knit in that within that community that whenever I post, oh hey guys, like, I'm going live. Like at first it felt like I was being a head ass. I was like, I'm in somebody else's Discord
Mhm.
advertising myself, but when you get the support and people really don't mind. That's why they have that self promote channel in the first place. It's because they want to pass on that that image to
Yeah.
whoever wants to use it. So yeah, definitely do not be afraid to broadcast. Do not be
Mhm.
afraid to broadcast.
Okay, I'll take that.
Let's see. What did he say? Hey, Cruz, would you be shocked if I told you I was able to go after some players online that end up in my target elimination list? What does
I don't
that
know. If,
mean?
I don't know if I know what that means. I guess I would
Would
be
you be
shocked
shocked?
because I don't know what that means.
Would you be shocked if I told you how I was able to go after some players online that end up in my target? Like are you are you headhunting people that you play online and then you meet them like IRL? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, can you expand, please?
Yeah, we'll wait for that one. So we're gonna move on to this
Yeah,
third
sorry,
topic
sorry.
though.
I'm back.
This is gonna be
Okay.
yeah. This is where the show gets chaotic because we're going from Twitch all the way. So the name explains. I destroyed them online. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Get bodied. GG's 30 in a handshake. Uh, I, so yeah, this is the third topic was something I saw pretty much just in the community and on Twitter and stuff. But a lot of minimum wage workers are just quitting their jobs just like by the numbers because a lot of the jobs don't pay people livable wages, and instead of continuing to beg and grovel for these um really low wage jobs compared to the amount of effort you put in, people are just quitting. Everywhere you go now, it's a help wanted sign because people just don't want to work there no more, as they should. Like I said, minimum wage hasn't been livable for my entire life. I'm 26 years old, and my entire life it's never been anywhere that you could live on minimum wage, like reasonably. So people are finally pretty much just standing up for themselves. And what do you guys think about it? I'm gonna ask you first. What do you think
Yeah.
about people leaving their jobs now?
So it's funny because I started my grad classes 2 weeks ago, and then on the very first day of lecture, the instructor like brought this up, and then so there were a lot of people who were talking bad about how people just live on the Biden stimulus checks. They're
Mm-hmm.
saying, "Oh, these people are getting so much money from the government, free government money. They should go get a job and blah blah blah." And I didn't say anything because like, why would I get into a fight with people that I don't even know? But basically, I wanted to tell him like, dude, don't you like you're privileged? Like you're taking grad classes, expensive grad classes here with me. Like you're privileged, so you should like. I don't even know if they've lived off minimum wage, but I doubt it. If they have, I'd be very surprised why they think that way because you really can't live off minimum wage. And a lot of people are twisting that the fact that there's a lot of jobs right now and it's hard to find workers. They're twisting that and just blaming it on laziness, where in fact it's really not. It's just people cannot live off of that, and the companies, the government. I don't know what. I don't know. Minimum wage should be higher. Companies should just pay people more, in my opinion. And it sucks that that got political because just being political, having a political stance divides people. But some things are just common sense. This is capitalism at its finest, in my opinion. Capitalism at its finest. But that's just my opinion, and I'm not even I don't consider myself political at all. It's just common sense. But people get heated over calling other people lazy over getting stimulus checks, which is like $600, 1,200. Who can live off of that? That's just not even rent money. Sometimes it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Like, I think, like, for the most part, people who think like that, those are the people who've never had to actually do the jobs that are like the topic of conversation. Like, nobody who's like, oh, McDonald's, like, no one wants to work at McDonald's. Oh, they're all lazy. Like, you've never worked at McDonald's. You've never been on fries a day in your life. Like,
And honestly,
what's up,
as a person who works at an office at a school, like they say flipping burgers. Bro, flipping burgers is harder
bruh?
than a lot of jobs. It's not even
Being
easy.
a line cook is difficult, man. It's
Yeah.
stressful. Like you're always on your feet, your brain is always on go, you process so much information every day, and like just minimize it down to flipping burgers. Like, come on, son. Like,
You gotta be
you've
on
never
your
had to do
feet
it.
like at every moment. You can't just like zone out, or else your burger gets burnt. So
Yeah,
And you
man.
get
Like,
fired.
yeah.
yeah, like the kitchen's like hella dangerous. You have to always be focused on literally everything.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
like I was saying, people who complain about people not wanting to do those jobs, they've just never worked. They've never worked those jobs.
Hmm. Like when
And
I go into like whatever Bonds, Albertsons, whatever, and you think you'd see a lot more young people, but it's usually like people in their 30s, like late 20s, working these jobs. And it makes me feel kind of sad because, you know, their minimum wage, they're not getting a lot. They're probably not able to support their family. They're probably working two jobs. Like these people are out here grinding their butts off, and it's just not enough. It makes me sad.
Yeah.
It's hard to live off that, like you said.
It makes me sad too because honestly, a lot of people, for example, can't go to school, and if you can't go to school in the U.S., I don't know in any other country, but in the U.S., if you don't go to school, that means you really need to like make a business for yourself or work minimum wage jobs and then work yourself up from there. And it's just sad the reality because like I know people don't want to work and doing minimum wage jobs their whole life, but they can't move up. It's not an option for them because they couldn't go to school, and it's something maybe for example, like my dad, he couldn't go to school because his dad passed away when he was young, so he had to like earn a living for the whole family of five. He had to work since like fourth grade or something, and he was never able to go to school because of that. He just worked, and a lot of people go through that, and it's not really fair, but it's just the way life is. It sucks.
yeah, man, it's crazy. You know, I'm one of those people. Like, I haven't gone to school. I didn't go to college, or I haven't done any college courses. All of my education is public high school education. You know, grades 1 through 12. But everything I've learned as I was in the military, so it's kind of different. But everything that I've learned has been on the job. And working in IT, most of our career, yeah, a lot of our career paths are more so like practical knowledge based than book knowledge based. But there are those barriers to where I said I was applying for a few jobs and positions where a a college degree was mandatory. Like regardless of how long you've been in the field, a degree was mandatory. So um, it's a shame that a bunch of people in our country are crippled by their lack of education and then their lack of access to education, and then the jobs they're stuck with don't like allow them to fund their own education. So they kind of just get stuck in that pitfall of never being good enough to move up and not having enough money to improve themselves. So trash.
Yeah, Odorisk. Shout outs to all the jobs requesting 2 to 5 years of experience for entry level positions, dude.
Entry level
I
positions,
know.
man.
You
Fucking
see
crazy.
the memes like you're 18 years old, but it requires 20 years of experience. Like I literally can't. I can't.
That's
Yeah,
true.
man. Like I think
So
like back when I was broke and when I was jobless, I was looking at just I was looking at anything I could do to get my hands on some money, and like some of them were like construction. It'd be like be a daily construction contractor for and it was like super minimum wage pay, and they wanted like 5 years experience. I was like, bro, this is a job for a 16-year-old.
yeah.
How do you expect someone with 5 years experience to come want to do this for minimum wage? You ever worked in construction? That shit is hard. It's hot. Don't nobody catch your feelings. Ain't nobody doing that shit for 5+ years for minimum wage.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Odorisk is graduating next semester. Congrats, dude.
Go.
We gotta celebrate.
Nice.
Let's go.
I know.
7 years experience in a programming language that was 2 years old. Oh, that was real? I thought that was a me.
No, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's so fucking bad. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
That happened. I saw that tweet when it came out because they went super viral at UCSD back when I was in school.
Yeah, I thought it was a me.
It's crazy how it's real, man.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't sum up life for you, I don't know what else to tell you.
Life is hard as it is, man. It's making it harder.
Yeah, that's facts. That's why everybody's quitting their jobs now. Because like I say, if they're gonna, I'm so proud of our generation, man. Like I think our generation, we're really coming to know our worth, and we're not putting up with the bare minimum anymore. I'm saying Cruz twice in one day, facts.
Oh,
But yeah,
did
like
he?
I'm glad to see
Oh.
how people are. They're not putting up with the bare minimum anymore. So if the entire country if everybody in the country who works minimum wage decides to walk out on their jobs, our economy is gonna fucking just go tits up, and I'm all about it
Yeah,
because
but
I would rather go
do you
ahead.
think it's gonna happen? Because I don't think so.
Nah,
I
nah.
wish, but no.
I think because people are quitting because they aren't getting paid enough, and that's opening up like people. I I think there are enough desperate people to people who just really need jobs because they can't afford to just not have one even for the purpose of progression. Um, so I think there are enough desperate people. My brothers,
Yeah, I don't know.
what's up, fool?
What was Jay on your stream, Cruz, or
Yeah, he popped in for a little bit.
Oh, nice.
He followed me before the stream and then he popped in. I was like, hey, it's been too long since I've seen all the homies.
Yeah, he's always been
Too long.
hitting me up for online Smash, but I don't do online Smash. Did he play in your
Yeah.
arena?
Oh,
No.
why?
Okay.
I think he had to go or something, but maybe on another day.
Oh, nice, Human Hunter.
What's
Yeah,
your name?
we'll talk about your question after
Oh,
we
yeah.
get through these. So the next one has
Oh,
to do
jeez.
with the economy again. So there's a lot of people who don't have PS5s who wish they had PS5s. And so we were just talking about people who were looking for a job. Now we're talking about people who have money and they're looking for a PS5 and they can't get any. But why? Do you guys know why there's a shortage?
Yes, bro, because they won't make more. Sony just won't make more models. They have an assembly process, they have a production process, and they are sticking to it. They bro, Sony is really hoeing everybody just by not making more consoles. I think it was last Thursday, so not this past Thursday, but the one from I think like 9 days ago.
Mhm.
But Best Buy was due for a restock of PS5s, and I was so fucking hyped because I've been ready to buy a PS5 since launch day. And I think I was so it went live at like noon. I couldn't be there right at noon. I got there like 12:05, and I just knew I wasn't getting the PS5. It was 5 minutes too late, way too late.
Wow.
Mhm.
So I went to the website anyway, in hopes, in vain hope, and of course they were sold out. So I called Best Buy, and I was like, "My man,
Hmm.
when are y'all getting the restock on PS5s? I know I just missed it, but when are y'all getting the next ones?" And bro was like, "Hey man, to be real with you, like the schedule would just say 2022. It don't even got a date or nothing. It just say 2022." And then later that day, an article came out that I read about how Sony's just not gonna increase their production rate, and the next wave is set to come out 2022. And I was so fucking pressed, dog. I was so sad. I've been waiting on a PS5 forever. They just won't allow me to buy one.
And so
Hey, Gabby.
demand is more than supply. But is
Um,
this something they didn't expect or what? Because that PS5
yeah.
was supposed to be popular.
Don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It was so much hype revolved around the releasing of the PS5. And like I said, this is the PS5, bro. They've done console releases before. I would assume they know how to, come up with projections of what they'll need and
Mhm.
a general estimation of what the consumer base is gonna want.
Mhm.
That
You think
was
they just like you think they just don't care because since they're like
facts.
multi-billion-dollar company?
Like facts. It's like it came out in what, like November, and since November they're just
Mhm.
like, nah.
They're like, we're making enough money. Like you'll get them when you get them. We're not in any rush.
Like it's like, yeah, you ain't COVID, you ain't going nowhere.
They're definitely not on minimum wage jobs, so
Man, they chilling at Sony, and they
yeah.
are definitely not increasing. They may have even downsized
Oh my.
during COVID. So, man, my brother's coming over here.
That makes no sense to me because it's like free money. Why wouldn't big
Yeah.
companies want free money?
You would think so, but
They
they
got
just
something
do
people
not
want.
care.
Yeah. I was gonna ask if this is kind of a normal thing, because like I remember the Switch came out and I didn't get one right away. Obviously, this has like been amplified, but it's kind of normal, right? To like
That's
see
true.
this.
Well, it's relatively normal. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said,
But not to the scale.
yeah, like from a businessman perspective, like a part of releasing the console, this is an assumption by the way because I've never done it myself, but I would expect the higher ups in the company to like come up with a business model.
Mm-hmm.
Like how many consoles do you project we're gonna sell day one, week one, month one, and then how many should we continue producing to come up with the new demand that's gonna come up after the first wave of people, get theirs and start talking about how much they love it. Hey yo, what's up,
Yo,
Mike? Welcome to the
Miko. What's
stream.
up,
Oh, it's
Miko?
Hey.
Miko. My brain can't brain. But yeah, so I assumed there was some guy who came up with some number that they expected to sell like day one, week one, and month one. And when the sales easily surpassed that, the demand easily surpassed those numbers, they just didn't mulligan. Like they didn't care. They said, "Yeah, we gonna sell 25,000. Make
Yeah.
25,000. Hey, we sold those. All right, see y'all next week." Like,
All right. 25,000 more in 2022.
all right, we'll see y'all next week when we do the next wave. It's
Yeah.
like, and then that's before you deal with like the scalpers and all of
Mm-hmm.
the botnets and the bot controllers who are just gonna buy up as many as they can and then resell them, jerks.
Yeah, Cruz is right. That's what happened with the Switch, kind of. Because I remember I got it on the first day, luckily, but I remember like the next day it was sold out everywhere. It was
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Took me months.
Oh, that's crazy. I missed the Switch wave because I was deployed. Like by the time I got
Um,
back, they were in stock.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, but a lot of people have had drift issues, so that's a whole different issue.
Oh
But
gosh.
Man,
the
look,
Joy
Pro
Cons,
Controller Army, like drift issues.
it happens
Put the
too.
Joy-Con down.
No, it happens too with Pro controllers.
On the Pro Controller? Oh,
Not
I've heard.
not yet at least.
No, I'm fine too, but I've heard some
Mhm.
people.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
rough.
I'm not that rough on my controllers to where the stick just suddenly gets stuck in a position.
I'm reading Odor Risks.
With the global chip shortage, there's only so much they could have made prior to launch. The global chip shortage, like the OS chip, or like make them harder to make. I'm sure they're just pushing out in waves as much as they can batch. Okay, well if they have a supply issue with like a part, then it's more understandable.
Hmm.
But again, like I said, I expect someone down the line to be
Yeah,
like expect to know these things.
to have thought about that. This could
Oh,
be a
the
potential
processor.
problem.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
But I'm sure there's people, yeah.
it's 2021. Like, how could you not think of that?
You know, it's their fifth PS5. Yeah, it's the fifth version. I'm sure they've gone through this before, where this similar things have happened. They had certain things not work. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like if you can't come up with the supply, then delay the consoles.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It can't come out yet because we don't have them. Like, sorry, I would have rather they delayed the console than to sell it to me in like micro doses.
Mm.
But yeah, let's talk about something a little bit related to the economy, shortage, demand, supply. Actually, there's no limit to the supply, but the demand is high on Dogecoin. Um, Slaine, you're the stock person here. What do you have to say about this?
All right, look, I'm down bad right now. I got burned. I sold my Dogecoin like before it popped off, and then I bought more Dogecoin, and then it plummeted. So
Oh.
I'm O2. All right, like I'm
Oh man, one more
Tell me
try.
something new. You're
I'm
always O2.
O2. Like some of my other stocks are doing really good to kind of compensate though, so I'm good still.
Okay.
But in terms of Doge, oh yeah, I'm O2.
And that's a bad one because it was like 2 cents and it went to like 70. That's
Whoa.
crazy.
Yeah,
Someone that I know, they went in back when it was 2 cents, and then it went to 70, and they made $20,000 off of 600. They put in
let's
600
go.
bucks, they made 20,000.
Wow.
But right now, like I was gonna, because I don't even know why I search it up every morning. I search up
Mhm.
like how much it costs. I'm not even invested in it. Like I don't even know why I do it, but it's just fun to see. Um, but now I feel like it's gonna go down because of what happened with Elon Musk, where he's basically uh dumping crypto now. I heard.
Ignorance. Well, nah, Elon Musk he hold everybody
Yeah.
because he's really been like pushing cryptocurrency, and he was like, oh yeah, like coming soon you'll be able to use Bitcoin to like buy Teslas and like Tesla features. And then so everyone was like, oh, Bitcoin is gonna be useful in the real world. We should buy more Bitcoin. We can get more Bitcoin. And the cost of Bitcoin went up. And then after it went up, Elon Musk, he was like, "Oh, well, turns out I'm a really nice person, and Bitcoin is really bad for the environment because of the way that it's made. So I'm not gonna support Bitcoin anymore." And it just instantly like plummeted like by like $20,000 the moment he said that sentence, and it was like, "Come on, bro!" Not even just Bitcoin, all cryptocurrencies like harsh braked when he did that. So it's like there's the rumors of Elon Musk like manipulating the crypto market as he buys and sells his own stuff, but I can't get into all that. All I know is he owed me. All right, I bought back into Dogecoin because I believed we was going to the moon, and he owed me.
At SNL too.
I didn't
Yeah,
even watch the show.
I watched the one skit.
Yeah.
They were just asking what Dogecoin is, and he was just saying stuff that didn't make sense. Like, so what is it though? Like, what is it? But I thought it's all digital or virtual, right? Or no?
From my
Yeah,
understanding,
cryptocurrency.
it's fake. Like it's just fake money. And
Because didn't you say you were saying how it's made? What do you mean by that?
Okay, so pretty much this is the way it is. It's cryptocurrency is literally nothing but a series of algorithms that someone decided was worth a lot of money. That's really all it is in a nutshell. So the way that cryptocurrency is created is there are server farms that spit out the algorithm, and that algorithm itself generates the cryptocurrency. So let's say like in my hand, right there's no cryptocurrency there, but I can run the computers and the algorithm, and as it runs, I just get cryptocurrency in my hand. It's not really real. It's just a series of algorithms that I can hold in my hand in the form of a crypto card, and I can sell that crypto card for real money, pretty much. So it's really cryptocurrency is really popular on like the dark web and with like black market stuff like that. Just transactions that you want to do that you don't want to be known, like you did it, pretty much. It's just it's they market it as secure banking or like secure money, whatever the fuck they want to call it. But really, it's a really hard to crack algorithm that people decided or is worth money, and people use it for to buy shady stuff that they don't want people to know they're buying.
But so people are mad that the physical crypto cards are destroying the environment.
Well,
Or
no. So the server farms that actually spit out the algorithm, those use up a lot of power. You have to have like the algorithm is really complicated. It takes a lot of computing and processing power. So you have to have like these super server farms, and I think that they operate like day in day out for like a week, and it'll generate like 1 Bitcoin or like a fraction of a Bitcoin, and then they sell that fraction of a Bitcoin. There is a finite number of Bitcoins, which is why they're able to be so valuable. But with Doge, like with other cryptocurrencies, some of them are like easier, and some of them are even like finite, so they're not worth as much. But pretty much like the big ones like Bitcoin and Ethereum, or I forget the other ones. But there is a finite number of them, so that's what makes them valuable. Because I can go on the black market, buy a couple rocket launchers, use Bitcoin, and saying that I got a rocket.
okay, or
Alleged.
so, so they use graphic cards. Okay, huh? Like
Okay, yeah.
all.
So
Uh-huh.
a lot of electricity.
I was
So
gonna
they use a
say.
lot of
Huh?
electricity.
Oh, you go.
Okay, yeah. So pretty much, yeah. They use a lot of electricity, and the server farms really aren't good. Like they're just not good for the environment, pretty much. So Elon Musk, I guess he didn't know that at first, and then he learned it. So he was like, "Oh, turns out cryptocurrency is really bad for the environment, and I make Teslas, so I
Oh,
support the
yeah.
environment." So he was just like,
He caught himself.
yeah. So he just hold everyone. He was like, "Yeah, we're not using cryptocurrency anymore," and just hold everyone who bought cryptocurrency in the first place for him and for
Yeah.
Tesla and for this next wave of just faddish money.
Yeah, that's just. Even if he knew, I mean, even if he didn't know, that's still messed up. What he did. But
Well,
like,
no, if he genuinely didn't know, I wouldn't hold it against him. Because I said he is the Tesla guy. He invents things that are supposed to be for the improvement of like mankind and for the earth. So if he genuinely didn't know crypto was made in a really harmful way, and then he learned that, I don't hold that against him. But
he still stole your money.
chances are he knew.
Yeah, he still got your
Yeah,
money though.
yeah, he's a pretty smart guy. He seems pretty educated and well read and researched. I'm pretty sure he knew how cryptocurrency was
Yeah.
generated.
Yeah, all this talk is like all I know is that people are using their real money to invest in fake money to get real money using fake money. But
Well, it's kind
Yeah.
of like this, right? So it's kind of like this. If if I had like a bunch of bottle caps, they're not really worth anything. But if you have, let's say, like tacos, and you're only willing to trade those tacos for bottle caps, you won't accept cash. You will only accept bottle caps. Well, suddenly these worthless bottle caps become worth the equivalent of your tacos because they're the only thing that can be used as the currency. Cryptocurrency is kind of the same way. It's way different, but it's just money in another form because the people you're trying to spend money on don't accept like cash or like credit transactions.
Okay. So
So of
it's
course,
like stocks, except stocks is just cash.
well, stocks are businesses. When you
Uh-huh.
buy stocks, you invest in a business, and as they do well, you do well. As they
Like cash, though, right?
plummet,
You
you
pay cash
plummet.
to invest for shares, right?
Yeah, for shares.
Okay, so
When
it's
you buy stocks, you
similar.
become a very minuscule like
Yeah.
company owner.
Because I don't understand that very well too. So this whole Dogecoin thing blew right over my head. When the GameStop thing happened, I was like, what the heck is this? Like, I don't know.
oh, the GameStop thing. Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
that's
So yeah,
different.
Doge and the GameStop is they're two separate things because like I said,
Okay.
stocks is pretty much buying a portion of a company, and crypto is an entirely separate form of money.
Okay.
So they're different as a concept.
Yeah, but I mean, to get to the bottom line, people use fake money, real money, to buy fake money, so they can make a profit. And if that doesn't tell you everything you know about capitalism, then I don't know what to tell you.
Well, like calling it fake money, I think is a stretch because it's just a different kind of money. Like I said, if I can't buy,
But anything can be money then, with your
well, yeah,
definition.
exactly. That's kind of
So
the
money is
point.
fake. Every money
Yeah,
is fake.
money is worthless.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Money only has the value that we as people allow it to have.
Yeah. Because a dollar bill by itself doesn't mean anything if we don't say it's worth $1, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we make the dollar worth $0, then everything just plummets.
It's like owning a valuable puzzle. Okay. Oh, like this. This is gonna be valuable in the future.
What is it? Oh, the Banjo Kazooie piece.
Oh, nice.
It's
That's sick, actually.
It's limited
That's cool.
to only 1,998 worldwide.
Wow.
Ooh.
Why that number?
Right, I just do 2K.
So yeah, it's gonna be expensive in the future.
Oh, maybe 1998
Yeah,
is when it came
1998
out, or
when the game came out.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the year
Oh,
it was
okay.
released. Okay.
Yeah.
that makes sense. They're forgiven.
All right, facts. All right, we're gonna roll on to this last topic of the
Ooh.
show before we start taking
Here we
questions from
go.
chats. And this is kind of like the fire, the super hot takes that everyone comes here for. So we're gonna give our thoughts on pretty much the Smash, Twitter, the cancel culture, all of that stuff that's been happening. A lot of it is kind of coming to the dying embers, and I kind of wanted to well, I think Haas, this is your question, isn't it?
Yeah. Basically,
so
as you
kinda
guys, most of you guys here are using Twitter, and Smash Twitter is something that has been canceling a lot of people recently in the past year, and there's been a lot of not issues, but a lot of inconsistencies with how people view certain people based on what they did, or based on what people say they did. So, for example, people have canceled Samsora, Nairo, Zero, a lot of people. But so right now we're in the middle. So if you missed the Nairo and Zero stuff, like right now we're in the middle of the Samsora stuff, because I think it was this morning that people noticed that he's back and he activated his Twitter again. So there's gonna be a tweet longer.
Oh,
There's gonna be a tweet longer soon. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So yeah,
I'm
if you
finna
missed
go
it,
lurk.
you're
Hold
gonna
up.
watch the next episode of this Smash Twitter versus trying to be judge, jury, and execution. What is it? Executionist? I don't know.
Executioner,
Executioner. Sorry.
the judge, the jury, the executioner.
So before
I saw
I
the
give
Twitter.
my thoughts on Samsora and Nairo Zero, I need to use the bathroom. So if you guys want to go
Okay.
first.
Okay, cool. Cruz, I'll let you take it because I've spoken a lot on all of
Okay.
these people. So we can start with Samsora. Are you familiar with like the Samsora drama and like why he got next?
A little bit. I understand. Like he was really close friends with Captain Zach, and then like he didn't tell the story or didn't tell the full story. He kept a lot of things in, and then I would read them, but I wouldn't really understand them as much. So I'm like 50-50. Like I kind of know what's going on, but I don't know exactly why he got like super canceled.
Okay, yeah. So in Samsora's case, it pretty much like the original story where he had information on what Zach was doing, but he didn't tell anyone, just because it wasn't his place to.
Mm-hmm.
But and then it came out later that I don't want to misquote this. Pretty much he knew a lot more, and he knew a lot more dangerous information
Mm-hmm.
than he originally let on, and it led to people kind of just shaming him because by not saying anything, it allowed more people to be hurt, and it allowed, I think it was like in regards to Nairo too. It because he didn't share his information, Nairo ended up suffering a lot more than he should have in his
Okay.
situation. That's what I believe happened.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he got canceled. Nairo turned out to be innocent, and
Yeah.
people were saying to still cancel him because he was the adult in the situation and he should have handled it better.
Mhm.
And a lot of people who weren't there giving their take about his situation, even though he himself was the victim in that situation. And then Zero tried to kill himself.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, I mean, in all their cases, like, I'm a very firm believer in second chances. So I really do think that people can change, but at the same time, you gotta pay for your consequences. You can't just expect to, like, I deserve a second chance, so just no. Like you need to you need to do something actively to try and fix what you did. And if you can't, then I mean, there's got I don't know. I don't think anyone should be canceled depending on what you do. Sometimes you should go to jail.
Yeah.
That's like a way to pay for your consequences, but um in terms of for Nairo, I know that one hit me the hardest. Obviously, I'm a huge Nairo fan. So when that happened, I'll be honest, I shed some tears. I was like, oh man, like I don't get to
Cool.
watch him. But then, as the story came out and all the story came out, of course I was happy he was innocent. But if he wasn't, I can't just place a bias on him since I like him. He's got to pay the time, or he's got to do whatever to do to fix what he did. So I think that a lot of times they'll place bias on top players and stuff, which is not good. We're all the same kind of people. We all deserve the same, consequences for our actions. So
I'm glad you said that because a lot of people, especially on Smash Twitter, they're like they stand somebody, which means like anything they do is fine. Like and they use alternate accounts on Twitter to make it seem like it's really not them, but it is them. They just make accounts to share their true opinion. And a lot of people, for example, with Nairo, with anybody actually, they just stood by him like since day one, and that's honestly toxic if you view it as a general thing, because you don't know this person, you're not friends with them, you don't know much more than what the public knows. Like you shouldn't make an opinion until you know the facts.
yeah.
And that's why I'm glad you've mentioned that.
And
All
also,
right, bye,
like,
Scott.
oh yeah, see ya. Also, like, aren't you supposed to be innocent till proven guilty? But it seems like that's been backwards.
Oh yeah, Smash
People
Twitter.
people immediately are like, no, this person said this, like you're guilty. And so I never like talked to anyone about it. I never like got into that. I just watched from the outside in, and I was like, dang, like I don't know. Of course I wanted to believe Nairo was innocent. Of course that he was, but I just didn't say anything. I didn't know the full story. No one really does except for them, like, the small people that do. So, but I thought you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, even though it's hard since those people come out and it takes a lot of courage for them to come out and say what they did. So it's a tough situation. That's why I didn't try to get involved in it, because there's a lot of, slippery places to get into.
Exactly. That's why I don't get involved with Twitter drama
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
I be face deep in Twitter because boy, I like details. I need to get to the bottom of everything because like I said, I'm a huge proponent. I'm a huge proponent of accountability, and I'm also I push like context. People like a lot of stories and decision making like gets taken out of context and it paints people in a negative light, and that's something that I don't want to happen to anyone because I know I don't want it to happen to me because like I said, it can ruin someone's life and it's entirely preventable just by talking about stuff. So like even in regards to the whole like innocent until proven guilty thing, um the context of all of the smash like the drama was it was a bunch of sexual like harassment and assault cases that came to light at the same time. And like I said, when you have 50 plus women who all have details, receipts, and coinciding stories, I'm saying um it's really easy to get sucked into the narrative that all of these guys are abusers. That means everybody is an abuser who's called an abuser, and that's the thing that I don't want to happen. So once I started reading like one story, I had to read all of them because I didn't want to be the person to judge someone just because everyone else was guilty. You got to be guilty too because you came out around the same time, And I ain't gonna lie. I did that to Nairo. I tried not to, but I did. I read Nairo's story, and based on what I saw, like I was one of those guys to where I was saying things like, "Yo, you were the adult in the situation. Like you had all the control, and you just chose to make the decisions that you made. So you have to be accountable for them." And so as his situation evolved and the details came out, I had to apologize. I don't even know if he ever saw it, but I did apologize to him for jumping to my conclusion and for saying the things that I said. So that was just go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna need you guys to explain to me why. So let's just focus on Nairo. So with Nairo, everybody's saying like he's innocent and all that, and honestly, I do want to believe him, and like I'm not gonna judge him, but I am confused why people are on his side now because honestly, the only people who have seen the full document of evidence is Void and like those like 5 people. So what changed?
people are on Nairo's side because I said when the story first came out, it was the story of him, an adult in a relationship with
Yeah.
Zach, a child. So that's how people viewed the story. But as more information came out and people were saying, oh, Zach has a history of sociopathic behavior, and receipts started coming up from him from his other relationships, and he showed a pattern of being with people who were older than him and have a better power dynamic, but he would twist that power dynamic into his own favor through like sociopathic and like manipulation. So as people learned how bad of a person Zach was, it made it easier
okay.
to feel compassion for Nairo because you were an adult, but you were an adult in a relationship with an adult-minded sociopath who was well crafted, like I'm saying, in the art of emotional manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
So if it was if it wasn't Captain Zack, this was somebody else completely, the story would have been way different then.
Oh yeah, if it was Nairo and insert 16-year-old at the time boy, it would have been a completely different story. Because again, he's the adult in that power dynamic, and he has to make decisions that you don't expect of a child.
Mm-hmm.
But I say it's all about that context and the details. It's because people were able to prove Zach was such a bad person that we were able to see Nairo, as the victim, even though if you look at that's the exact same situation with no context, Nairo would have been the perpetrator.
I think also because in Nairo's first tweet longer, he kind of just says like, "I'm sorry to everyone. I'm sorry for this." He didn't really deny anything. He didn't say much, but he just kind of said, "I'm sorry. I'm deactivating whatever." Then the second tweet longer was the long one where he's like, "I'm taking a legal approach to this. I talked to my therapist. I was the victim. This is normal for these kinds of things to happen when I'm put in the situation and I wasn't used to it and my body froze." He's like, all these different things came out, and it was like, oh, like no one knew this. No one knew that he was actually potentially the victim. We didn't know because he didn't deny it. So it's like, oh, he didn't deny it. He's probably guilty. And so I think, yeah, I think it does help that Captain Zack, or does not help, but it helps Nairo's case that Captain Zack was the way that he is, and so people maybe understood that this is definitely like plausible and could be potentially the case. And so gotta believe that it was. I mean, you don't have to believe, but since he made an illegal agreement about it, and he's not in jail or nothing, I'm assuming that something happened in his favor. I don't know. It says they reached a legal agreement. No one knows what that means, but
well, it means they settled it out of court.
Yeah. Oh,
which
okay.
It doesn't.
Mhm.
That doesn't sit too well with me because
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, I'm not gonna judge him. But the thing that annoyed me was all those naifus who would post clips of his
Yeah.
gameplay. They were like, "Oh, look at this, Nairos. I hope he comes back." And then they would show a clip of like a tournament clip, and then I'm like, "Okay, he's good at Smash. We all know that, but
Yeah.
we need to
Mhm.
show. You need to show how he was the victim. That's what you need to show."
Mhm.
That was just really annoying.
Yeah. I'm sure it's a lot of like 12-year-olds who don't understand the gravity of the situation. They just want their guy back. They just want their favorite streamer back. And to an extent, that was me until like I understood that this is more than Smash now. Like this is actually real life and like bad things potentially happening. So yeah.
All right.
I'm a part of me is glad that whole Me Too exodus happened during COVID, because if that would have happened like on a random like Evo weekend, because it was like in June or July.
Yeah.
So if that would have happened over like Evo weekend where all of these Fran's here.
Hey.
Yeah, but if that shit would have happened over like Evo weekend where all of these stories came out of these top players and their deviancies, and then they would have had to go to Evo and play a set in person
Yeah.
with some, like, it would have been a mess. It would have been chaos, and I think it would have been a lot more violent than the way it was.
Mm-hmm.
So I am grateful that all of that stuff came out when it did. I'm glad it came out how it did also, because like I said, when you have 50 plus women who all come out at the same time and show their bravery and their strength, it's encouraging, because now we know it's probably not going to happen again. Like that this kind of conduct just won't be tolerated anymore within any of the FCC communities, and that's all because 50 women decided to twit longer the fuck out of a couple of top players.
Yeah. And now
Yeah,
tournaments get to be safer. Everyone can feel safer coming to tournaments and knowing that it's just a better environment for them.
Yeah, hopefully.
Facts.
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh, that's a cool TK Breezy emote.
Yeah, Fran is one of my super homies from TK's community. Like I said, well,
Oh, nice.
I hang out. I'm in that Discord all day, every day, and Fran is one of the other guys who's in there all day, every day,
Talking about,
talking shit.
let's talk about how you felt when TK Breezy was accused, Slaine.
Oh, I knew he didn't do that shit.
Oh, thank you
So
for the
I think
follow.
PK handled his situation exactly how it should have been. He didn't run away from his accusations. He didn't try to gaslight or manipulate or mirror force anybody. He took his accusation. He offered to speak directly to the woman who made the accusation. She declined. So he had a stream where he spoke to a proxy, pretty much. So he didn't talk to the girl who was saying stuff about him, but that girl knew a girl who was comfortable, like challenging men. So that woman challenged TK on, like what happened and are you willing to be accountable? And TK, he took his shots like a man. Um, he apologized not for how I think you felt, but for his behavior. He explained the story as it happened from his perspective. And just to long story short, it was he met some girl and then they were at his place and he cuddled up to her, but she was uncomfortable. But he after he realized she wasn't comfortable, he left her alone. So her story wasn't even that she was assaulted. It was just
Okay.
he did something that made her uncomfortable in that moment, and he course corrected, which was the appropriate thing to do. But
Okay.
that didn't stop her from feeling uncomfortable in the first place.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, so TK, he didn't go into the story like, oh, I didn't do nothing wrong and I didn't make you feel uncomfortable. That's just how you see it. No, he didn't do none of that shit. He was, he apologized for his behavior and he was willing to talk it out to reach a resolution.
Yeah, talking about that, the way Zero handled his accusation was the worst, I think, because he lied. Yeah, he lied about
He's
it.
just awkward. Zero's an
He got
awkward dude.
He got
Go ahead.
himself canceled, right?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Zero fucked up back to back. It was like, oh hey, Zero used to what did he do? He was showing hentai to underage
Yeah.
girls, and
There's
he
more.
was like, oh no, I didn't do this, and then he got hit with the screenshots and this you, and then he was like, you know what, I did do this, my bad guys, and then he disappeared for a while. He was supposed to get therapy. I don't think he ever went to therapy, and as I say, he didn't go to therapy. And then he tried to kill himself, and I was like, bro, you just down bad. I don't know what that man needs. He needs some serious help. He needs his family. He needs his friends. He needs the people immediately around him to help him course correct because he's not capable of doing it on his own.
And
Did
a
you
lot of
guys
people.
see-
Oh yeah, that he's coming. That he's making a Discord or something.
Yeah.
Zero?
Yeah.
He said his therapist said he should talk to people about things, so he's making a Discord or something, and everyone is kind of not okay with that. But I'm sure his fans were, but people on the outside were just not feeling that because it's just he's coming right back into the community, no questions asked. So
Yeah, that's troubling because his community was a lot of young people, and what is this teaching young kids that it's okay for him to do that, and then as soon as he tries to commit suicide, then that just absolves him from any guilt. No, I'm sad that he had to go through that, and
yeah,
I hope he gets better, but this shouldn't happen in the community. He should do it somewhere else, and
Yeah,
that's what I think.
I definitely think he needs to take some time. I say a lot of time, maybe 1 to 5 years. I would say 1 is the minimum, the absolute minimum. He needs to take some years to really he needs to rehumanize himself. I guess that'll be the word for it. Because he's just not a person right now. He's making a lot of decisions that I feel like they're just not logical in any form.
yeah.
So he needs to rehumanize himself. And I don't think the Discord is a bad idea actually. If he's gonna if he's doing it for the purpose of healing and talking to people, getting his message out there, and actually, I'm saying, encouraging people to be better than he was, it's gonna be a very slow burn. But I don't have any problems with that. My problem would be if he just decided to show up at tournaments again, as if nothing ever happened. If he just shows up with no signs of changing his behavior, if he's still trying to hang out with girls and show them hentai and stuff like that, Nah, that's not cool. But if he does want to have a Discord where he actually like or even if he does like a podcast or a talk show like this where he talks to people about his mentality, and he definitely needs to talk about progress and making some progress.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And then maybe we can think about letting him come back.
Phoenix said that it's going to become an echo chamber. Well, what does that mean? Is it just like a lot of people who just agree with him? Is that what he means?
No, it's gonna be it's empty Discord pretty much,
Oh, really?
Oh,
yelling into the void. Like,
I don't
it's
think
gonna be
so.
it's gonna have a bunch of members because they're all gonna be there for zero, but no one's gonna be in there talking or sharing anything.
I think
I like that. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, Phoenix.
You mean like everyone's gonna be yelling at each other? That's an echo chamber. It would be like silence, and one person's just like bang, 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 zero, zero, zero.
Yeah, and a Human Hunter mentioned that he might have mental problems, and he certainly does. I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
watched
definitely.
the video with EE. Did you guys watch it?
I
No,
didn't see it.
So you did, Cruz?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so EE posted an interview with him, and this was like last week, and then like maybe 2 hours later, the video got deleted because he got so much backlash, and I was able to watch the video, and it was so shocking because in the interview, Zero was basically talking about suicide like it was like nothing, and it just made me feel like it was just honestly it was crazy to hear because EE was trying to be there for him, like, hey, if you needed someone to talk to, I'm your guy. And then Zero was just kept saying stuff like, oh, I've tried to kill myself this many times. This is nothing to me. I might do it again in the future. And I was like, whoa, like this is allowed on YouTube? Like I thought it was
I know.
crazy.
it's probably it's allowed on YouTube, but I think it'll just get like demonetized, and you might get a strike. But they'll keep the video up.
Mm.
I think what Slaine said about the podcast and the potential Discord, I think that's a good idea. I think after what you're also saying about the 1 to 5 years to dehumanize himself, I think once he does that, then maybe trying to ease himself back in and talking about what he did, and hopefully he's successful in becoming like, more aware of himself and not, attempting suicide and things like that. And then he can try to help people. But I just don't think it can be now.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, this just happened like a year ago. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
People who make it seem like it's not as serious as I say. Oh yeah, there are always going to be those people
Yeah.
The stance.
who
Yeah.
separate the art from the artist, and those people also just you can't really do anything about them. All we can do is, like I said, just do shows like this, try to help them course correct, just provide them the information of what's right and what's not right, and if they make a decision for themselves, then that's on them. But best thing we can do is just offer the information and the details. But yeah, that's all I got on the show, man. We're gonna try to keep this one shorter than we normally do, right about an hour. So
Yeah, I was gonna answer
good show.
the question that Human Hunter said. Basically, I
Oh
want to
yeah,
ask.
what did he say?
Yeah, he was asking. I think like, how was your first tournament experience, Cruz?
My first tournament ever, Smash 4. I think I was 15 years old 6 years ago. I played IC round 1. He was the best Diddy Kong in San Diego, and Diddy Kong Zero Suit is a terrible matchup. I got destroyed. Thankfully, I won my second matchup. I went 1-2. I didn't go 0-2. But when you're going for your first tournament, unless you're some like prodigy from God and you're insane at the game without even trying and you're gonna win, you're probably not that. You're probably not going to win. You have to be okay with losing and then playing friendlies after and getting to know the community and getting better. Like you can't get too down on yourself at your first tournament because there's just like slim chance that you're gonna perform even like okay. So you gotta be okay with not doing okay.
Yeah, you can't get discouraged on the first day.
What advice you would give? Because I went against a ton of pro players, and it was a VF tournament, a virtual fighter tourney. Get slapped. All right, pretty much what he said. Just show up, get slapped, and then play friendly so you can learn and get better. Because tournament and brackets are a whole different tier than casuals. Yeah, you made it to fifth.
Yeah,
so
fifth is
That's really good.
That's
yeah,
really good.
you out here like Sonic Fox. You one of the prodigies that
Yeah.
you pick up your game and instantly clap people. Because I definitely went 0-2 my first Smash 4 tournament.
Mhm.
I was playing on 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
I think I played Link or Charizard on 3DS in my
Mhm.
first tournament. I got clapped promptly.
Yeah.
I got humbled so bad I changed characters immediately.
Oh, the Odorisk with the Hoffman shout out. Yeah. Hoffman was the
Big
goat.
shout outs to Hoffman.
Ah, yeah, man. Best TO.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who I played for my first set. I think I played it was a Lucas player. I think this is why I came to hate Lucas so much. I think I played a Lucas player for my first game, and I was playing on 3DS. He was a Lucas main, so of course I got comboed and back air to
Oh, yeah.
heaven. um, got into losers. I think I played a Game and Watch.
Oh.
I think it was their first tournament also, so that match was a bit closer, but I still ended up losing.
Mhm.
But I fell in love with the game. I fell in love with the community, and I was going to like 3 tournaments a week. Back
Oh, yeah.
like back when I first started, I was new to San Diego. I had a car, I had money.
Yay.
I was going to like 3 brackets per week, going O2 and playing friendlies and talk to people too. That's gonna be my advice for your
Yeah.
first tournament. Talk to people. Get into the community, because that's even if you're not good at the game, if you're good with the people, you're gonna have a lot of fun. Your first tournament was Brawl.
My I remember my first tournament. I was like 13 years old, maybe less, maybe 12. It was the night that Brawl came out. There was a tournament at my local Hollywood Video, Game Crazy. So I went, and basically round 1 was a four person free for all, and then the way they seeded it was me, Debo, our cousin, and then our other cousin. So 4 of us in the same match, and only one makes it out.
Oh, my gosh.
Dude, it was sad to have to beat him because honestly, they let me win. They were like, "Hey, you're the best out of us 4, so just go." So then I made it
Wow.
all the way to. After that, it was 1v1. I made it. This was melee. I made it back. I made it to loser semis, so I got 4th,
Nice.
and I was super happy about that because it was my first tournament, and as a kid, I was 13, so I was super happy. And then Brawl came out, and then we just went to tournament. We went to we went to a UCSD tournament. And I got bopped, and then I never did another Brawl tournament again.
Wait, y'all 2v1 the Little Mac, y'all are chaotic, bro. He said his first match like that, it was dubs.
Oh, yeah.
The guy didn't show up, so they just 2v1 him. It was a Little Mac main, bro.
That's so messed up.
Yo, that is a combo video.
You didn't even give him a computer, like a level 9 at least.
Oh, my God. Give him the level 9 Ganon. Y'all didn't help the mans at all.
They made us man. That's so funny. That's brutal.
Wait, the Hollywood Video and Chula Vista.
Yeah,
that
it's
sound
not the
familiar?
same one. No,
That would have been awesome.
that'd have been crazy if I saw Phoenix back then when we were both 13.
Oh, is there any way I could show the highlight match? No, man, not on the stream. But I'll if it's on your channel, I might check it out later.
Also,
But we gonna go ahead.
yeah,
go ahead.
Last thing, what was I gonna ask Cruz? Wait, I had a question for Cruz. Shoot, you just made me forget it.
Yeah, you suck.
No.
All right, well, we gonna wrap up the show right there, folks. It was an amazing episode. Shout outs to
Yeah.
Cruz, our guest, for coming today, man. I definitely want to sit down and have some games with you. I don't think I've ever played you in Ultimate, so we got to come up with some time to link up together, and somebody can host somebody. We can play some games.
I just remember the question. It's a yes or no, Cruz. Do DQs count?
Do DQs count?
Yeah.
Do DQs count as dubs?
No.
Exactly.
Not even close. Oh, is that because of Slaine?
Because of Slaine.
Dude,
I remember
DQs
that.
definitely count as dubs.
Every
We
time-
take those.
Every time
I
Slaine and I go to a major tournament, I'm like, "Hey, Slaine, how'd you do?" And he was like, "Oh, I went 2-2." And then I look at the bracket later, I'm like, "Bruh, the 2 DQs? That doesn't count."
It's so funny.
Those definitely count. Yo, what was it? I want to say it was like Congo Saga or Prime Saga. Well, I don't even remember
Either
which
one,
one,
yeah.
but I got floated to like round 3 pools just off DQs,
That's so funny.
and I was like, it was. I think didn't I go the furthest that tournament, Hazi, out of our group? Like I went the furthest, and I got like 3 DQs.
I think so, yeah. You got lucky.
I think I got 2 DQs, and then I won a match. I think that's how it went, and then I had to play catch up. I think that was Congo.
Yeah. Also, Phoenix was asking. He has a question for Cruz. How do you feel coming to the new PR season once locals come back? Do you feel confident?
To be honest, like not really. Since I've been watching these Temecula locals, I'm like, oh my, everyone is so good. This last year of Ultimate, I have not really been playing. I've been playing the last like 2 or 3 weeks online, but offline I have not been playing. So I still think that I could do good, but consistency is my biggest thing. So like it's hard. So I think I'll be excited to go back. I don't think I'm confident quite yet, because I don't know how I fare against the competition offline. And I played Debo in like an online match, and it was close. Like, but you know, it's online. You can only take that with so much, you know.
I
So
mean,
I'm
if you're going,
excited.
okay. Hey, if
I'm
you're going
excited.
close with Debo, yeah, you're kind of a god because Debo is an online god for
Oh
some
yeah, I
reason.
was
So
surprised I haven't got like close. So
yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited to see where I stand. Hopefully, playing online helps me a little bit just to get better. You know, I'm not hoping that it makes me into a pro, but I'm excited. He
he said
said,
Cruz is too humble.
No,
Like,
that's
talk your
yeah.
shit, King. I'm slapping everybody on the PR.
"Dude, I've never beat Phoenix, man. I've never beat him. I've gotten to game 5, game 3. He's like one of the only people I've never beat. I've also never beat Slicer in Ultimate, so I don't want to talk about that though.
Slicer
Oh,
be cheating,
I
bro. We don't.
cheesed you. I
It's
always
only, we're
cheese
only,
you.
oh, yeah. It's
Slicer be
2-0.
Dude,
cheesing.
I
Slicer.
killed Cruz at 0 last time we
Dude,
played.
I know. He always capes me or something or spikes me, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
But I'm so excited for them to come back. I'm gonna be at least one local a week. You know, depending on when they are and where they are, at least one.
Yeah, so
If
hopefully
they had a Doa 6 tournament,
yeah, so what's
I don't know any of the
I don't
Doa
know
characters.
DOA. Yeah. Sorry, Human
I'm not
Hunter.
sure.
I've watched a little bit of DOA, but I don't know it well enough to like know the characters, the meta, or how to play it.
Yeah, I don't know anything but Smash, honestly.
All right, folks. All right, thanks for coming to the show, guys. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. Shout out to Cruz for coming to our show, man. It was great to have you here.
Yeah, thank you, man. This was so much fun. This is a blast.
Yeah, any last words, Cruz?
No, just thank you. Shout out to you guys. You guys do this, you know, when you can every week, and it's awesome. I love it. I'll be tuning in next week to see what you guys talk about. You guys are obviously so smart. I love hearing you guys talk. You have so much wisdom. So thank you for that.
I'm definitely glad, happy to pass it along. All right, let's see. Slicer, you're rating somebody.
Yeah, so we're rating our my friend Compensate. He's playing some Valorant right now, so show him some love. So thank you guys, everybody. Let's see who's here. Human Hunter, Fran, Phoenix, Odorisk. Who else was? I think that's it, right?
See who was here? Scott was here earlier.
Scott
Odorous
was
is here.
Yeah. So thank you all, and
Uh,
hopefully see you guys all next week. And shout outs again to Cruz. Please follow his Twitter and Twitch. Cruz SD7. It's up there. It's down there. Cruz SD7. Hey! And Cruz came in with
Hey.
the clutch sub. Thank you, man.
I've been meaning to do that.
Alright,
So
let's
When
go.
can I be
All
on the
right,
show?
folks.
I'll hit you up. All right, everybody, have a good night, and thank you again. Bye.
Peace.
peace out. Nice.
Yeah, thank you, Cruz. That was lit.
No problem. Yeah, that was so much fun.